All right, guys, today I'm going to show you how we lay up a Mathews yoke. This particular yoke will be for a Mathews Lift 33. So just a few things about that before we start going through the process. A Mathews Lift 33 has 13-inch yokes, a finished length of 13 inches. And so just a couple assumptions here. We're going to be using 452X, the BCY 452X as our string material. We're going to do 20 strands of 452X. We're going to use 3D, BCY 3D end serving for our middle serving on the yoke. And we're also using, obviously you can see our equipment here. We have specialty archery, super server, and Baker archery product jigs. So the first thing we're going to do is set our measurement at 13 inches. And I've found that you can pretty much go right on, maybe just a little bit longer, like a 32nd, maybe even a 16th inch longer than your desired final length. There's just not a whole lot of stretch or play in it. So once I get that set, I'm gonna lock in and tighten the machine. And I'm gonna add 40 PSI of pressure. This isn't moving anywhere, but it's just keeping it in this position so that when we're doing the layup process, this won't shorten on us and then mess up our layup. So I'm gonna start with the black. We're gonna do 10 strands of black, and we'll do 10 strands of orange. Okay, so the first thing is you're just gonna tie off on the one end here. Again, make sure you tie off tightly, because if these come loose, then you're gonna have loose strands in your yoke, and that's not good. So we're gonna go 10 times around. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then we always start, or we end opposite of where we started, whether you're laying up a string or a yoke in this case. And I'll explain that in a little bit, why we do that. And tie that off. All right, so there's the black. We're gonna do the orange, same thing. I'm just gonna use a separate tie off over here for that. Again, just make sure it's tight. Okay, then we're gonna go 10 times around with this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Trim that. All right, there's the orange. Okay, so that's our basic layup on that. Now, I'm going to add a little pressure in terms of a little bit of stretch pressure. So far the pressure engaged has just kept it in this position. Now I'm going to take the pressure off and slide the cylinder back just a little bit, so we actually get a little bit of tension on the string for our serving process. Okay, so now we tighten that up. Good. All right, so now on a Mathews yoke, your serving is going to be 4.5 inches, your starting point 4.5 inches from the right side, and your finishing 4.5 inches from the left side. So just measure in from 4.5 inches on each post, and that's going to be where your serving is. Okay, so now again, we're using BCY 3D end serving here. So I'm just going to get us started and then see where I'm at. You could also mark it with a pen or a marker, but that'd be too easy. So yeah, almost right on. That tight, and that should pull to right at 4.5. Perfect. Good, so I'm gonna go around a few more times here. I think 10 to 12 reps is good for holding in the tag end there. That's not gonna come out. Okay. Tighten that down. Just double check one more time, make sure we're good. Perfect, 4.5. All right, now I don't have a nice little tool that attaches to a drill, but you get a nice little workout with your hands this way. So the jig is moderate tension. It's not too tight where it's digging in, but it's not too loose where it's just free spooling on here. So again, we're just gonna go around until we get up to that 4.5 inches from this left post. You also get to work on your hand-eye coordination doing it this way. We're all about the full educational experience here at TPA. Okay, just gonna check and see where I'm at. I'm close, about 1/2 inch left. Okay, I'm right at 4.5 from the left side. So now I'm gonna go back 12 and do my back wrap. 12. Okay, let's do the back wrap. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I like to just drop it over the post on that side to keep this tight. Okay. Keep tension on this here so your serving doesn't come loose. Just gonna pull this guy down here. Just feed it into the end and then cinch her down nice and tight. Good. Go ahead and trim that. We're gonna burn our ends, our little tags here. Some guys like just to leave a little bump. We kind of like to smooth it out a little bit. You can let me know what you prefer to do. There we go. Nice. All right, so now we've served up the middle section on this yoke. Now we need to trim the tag ends. And the reason why we start on one end and finish on the other is because you need to actually overlap that last length so that when you take the end off, it actually trims up nicely to the ends of your serving. If you started here, finished here, you would actually be a wrap short, basically. So we're gonna just take these off here. Okay. Nice and tight. And just kind of pull on this so it creates a little bit of bowing effect so that when you trim this, it's gonna just fall out of the way and you're not gonna nick your other strings. So just get it nice and flush. Pull. It helps to have a nice sharp blade as well. Okay. All right. Now I'm going to take the pressure off and we're going to do the braiding aspect here. Okay, so this 2-color is really easy to see. If you had all the same color, you would just basically count 5 strands and separate them. See, the color is really easy to do it with. So 5 and 5. And then you're just gonna basically take one end and pass it through the other end. So you're just gonna do that 8 times. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay. And I kind of like just to roll the end here a little bit just to keep them together. Okay. Same thing on the other side. Separate based on the color, or just count 5 strands if it's all the same color, but this makes it easy. All right, 8 passes through. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. All right, now I'm going to apply my pressure again. And then we're just going to do a quick little burnish on here, and then we'll be all set. Burnish kind of just pulls the bundles together nicely and creates a nice finish on there. Nice clean look. All right, there we go. So let's check our final length here. Just gonna let it rest for just a few seconds. All right. And we're right on 13. So perfect length, perfect finish length there on that. Just one other quick tip, whenever you test the lengths, whether it's for yokes or strings or cables, a standard is 40 PSI or 100 pounds of tension. Okay, so that's a 13-inch yoke under 40 PSI. And there you go. Hey, I just wanted to show you a little bit closer up here. So that's the final result for a Mathews Lift 33, 13-inch yoke, and how we build them. So hope that was helpful, and let me know if you have any questions. Thanks so much for tuning in, guys. Have a great day.